Shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akarpadash. We say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akarpadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are apostle elders, the great millstone, which speaks with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. When the time of the end, 2022, which is the year of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai turning up. And we've seen that to be evidently so. Salaki, let me pull this up real quick. Make sure sound and everything is on point. All right. I remember the settings too, so let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Baba Kashar. I remember the settings too, so let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Baba Kashar. Remember the settings too. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, we're good to go. Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Yashar Bashim Kakadash. Let's jump into it. As you see, the title of the lesson is Be Still Before Him. Because what's getting ready to happen, I was doing, this title of this lesson has been on my spirit because what you're seeing take place right now is the world is getting ready to be stilled, man. All right, because what's being established now, the stage was set when this truth came out in the 70s, started with a man by the name of Baba Bivens. This truth has been set. The Lord has been growing it, just like a tree. The Lord compared it. It says this is going to be like a mustard seed. You know, that mustard seed is a small seed, you know. Let's go ahead and let's share the screen. Because a lot of us, a lot of times when you do see and hear things in the scriptures, you have to look it up, man. You have to look it up because the Lord's using these just like nature. If you want to know the personality of the creator, look at nature. Look how things operate in nature, and you'll see. That's why it's a comparison unto us. All right, it's a comparison. So if we look at a mustard seed, let's let this share. Okay, con. All right, so we go, all we got to do is go to Google, and you're going to see how the Lord compared it because this truth started out the same way. All right, it started out the same way. All right, let's pull it right up. We're going to go right to it. Look, you see the smallness of a mustard seed, man. It's almost like grain, you know. Look, you see the smallness of it. You see the tininess. You see the insignificance of it. You know, that's the way it was compared by the way of Abba Bivens. This is a picture Abba being this mustard seed, and the Lord planting him and putting the truth in his heart, fertilizing. That's why it says men water, men plant, but the Lord giveth the increase. So he increased Abba's truth that was in him by knowing that what the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the lost 12 tribes of Israel. And then what the sign was given later on. That's what you call the seed budding, all right? Because it's a germination process. Okay. For plants to grow, it must go through a what? A germination process. Okay. See, this is why the Lord compared it unto this, because this has gone through a growth process. All of us with apostles and elders and going into to look, see exactly right. Look, this is perfect. See, this is what happens a plant's growth stage. So now you got to compare it because if the Lord said mustard seed, now we got to compare it to what is a growth stage. Plants go through growth stages. All right. And that's what you let's see here. Okay, bet. Let me see if I can get this bigger so we can read it. So you got to see in yourself this truth has went through a growth phase. Even those that are coming in, even to those you newer listeners that are coming in, you're a part of that growth in that plant. You could be leaves. You could be because you got branches. That's why the Lord said, if you don't abide in me, you cannot bear forth fruit. All right. All right. The first stage is sprouting. Okay. Seeds containing all the nutrients they need. The what is that? Germinating and growth. I don't want to join nothing. And it says, and grow their first pair of leaves. See, seeding as the roots begin to develop and spread. That's what Abba, he started teaching other men. And then those men became teachers. Those became roots. Those became the foundational building blocks. That's why everything you see stemming up with the truth comes from One West. That's the single plant that the Lord planted. That's how you got to understand the main truth, that the main body and the heftiness of the truth that's doing out here came from One West. So that is the plant, that is the tree that the Lord has planted. But look what came out of that though. Look how the Lord broke it down. It's cold blooded, man. It says, as the roots begin to develop and spread, what is that? The truth spreading. That means spreading out its wing. It started from Abba. Then you have Arya, then you have Elder Arya, then you have Masha, you have all our elders and our apostles, they elders. Those men that taught them, that grew the truth, and they even said it, that the truth started to blossom. They said there was thousands of men coming in and out of the school at One West at the time, even before the split. See, so that is a gaining and a seeding process. It says the plants need a boost to quickly absorb well balanced nutrients. That's the truth. That's the wisdom and understanding that's being given to the apostles and elders. That's now is gaining fruit. All right. Now look at this vegetative. It says nitrogen is most important for plants when their energy is directed into growth streams and foliage. That's also everything else you see taking place, because sometimes things that seem bad is a part of that growth process. Okay, because look at fertilizer. Fertilizer is sometimes shit. Sometimes you got to be in shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the good fertilizer is dung, man. Is that shitty situation. But look what happened when that plant is immersed in that shitty situation. It takes the nutrients out of that situation. That's what you see, the bad and the negative things happen. That's a part of the growth of that plant. All right. And then you see the leaves. That's the truth. Gaining clout, gaining in men's hearts that are gaining the truth. The roots are getting stronger. The plant is getting higher. That's what you see taking place. The kingdom ain't built in a day. You don't put a seed in the ground and all of a sudden the next day you have a plant. No, it don't work like that. It has to grow through this process. So the same thing the Lord's saying, the kingdom of heaven has to go through the process of growth. He planted it in the time of the 70s, but now that plant is coming where he can come and harvest. Okay, because now let's go through the process. Budding, full growth. It says fully grown plant need extra. What is that? What is that? Proteus during the transition into blooming stage. See, flowering. Potassium is essential for the development of the healthy flower and fruit. So you see what the apostles and elders became flowers of that plant. Okay, they became branches of that plant. Okay, they became uh, growth of that plant. And then what? You got other men that came off of that plant that became branches also. That's why you have IUIC, you have HOY, all these other splinter groups. Is just like a tree. Every branch isn't on the same. There's not just one branch to a tree. So the Lord made the branches branch off. That's why you have some that have this part of the truth, some have this part of the truth, but the apostles and elders are a strong branch. Why? Because they're bearing forth good fruit. They're bearing forth strong fruit. Every branch don't give forth the same fruit. Okay, so the same concept is happening in the stages of a plant growth is the same thing you see in this truth, man. It's beautiful. Now you see what the flowering process, the truth, when the internet, 2007, that was a flowering process, and then they even said it because the apostles and elders went into it, and Apostle Ricard said it. He said, man, there was a time where they were just going out there. They were going out there. They didn't see the fruit of it. They were flowering, but the Lord was getting ready to give the increase. See, they were just being branches waiting for the blossoming fruit. And then what happened? There we go, ripening. Here we are now. We're in the time of ripening. We're in the time of growth. We're in the time of fruit. We're in the time of the harvest, man. Okay, and it says, as flowers or fruit reach full maturity, The plant no longer needs nutrients, just water. Let's go. Let's go, chair. Listen to that definition. As the flower of fruits reach full maturity, the plant is no longer needing nutrients, just water. So the Lord is getting, we're at a point where the Lord just needs to water us with what? That's why it says, give them water. Out of believeth upon me, and out of thy belly shall flow rivers of living water. So the time we at now, the Lord is giving out water because the plant is matured. The fruit is busting out. It's everywhere. Especially though, it's some of you listening to fruit from this tree, man. Lord willing, you be a fruit of this tree, man, and be a good and help because these angels are getting ready to pluck the fruit of the earth, man. All right, just like you see Yahweh Shemi Shai harvest in the time of harvesting in carnal sense, the same thing. The angels see the fruit; they know what is fruit. Just like we can look on this and know the difference between a vine and a so-called tomato. The same way the angels can tell between who's the fruit of Yahweh Shemi Shai and who is not. It's evident, it's clear. That's why it says that they shall, in the time of the harvest, the harvesters shall collect them. Who is that? The angels, man. Because they can clearly see who is the fruit from this tree that the Lord has planted, which is this truth, man. Man, I have to read that again. And it says, as flowers of fruit, much, Salaki, read it again. As flowers or fruit reach full maturity, the plant no longer needs nutrients, just water. So we're at the time where the Lord is watering and giving water to increase those fruit. Because what happens when the fruit gets on the vine? It might be small, but then what? More water it takes in, more nutrient, more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding it takes in. The bigger that fruit gets, the color changing, it transforms. That's why the Lord said, "Become a new man. Put this new man on." Because the fruits transform. You may go from look. You might have what? That's why it says fruit that's not ripe. That's why it says that what wisdom belongeth unto them of a full age, because you are technically not ripe yet. See, you see how the Lord, because we are unmet branch, we're branches and we're fruits from the branches of the apostles and elders. Look, just like this, you see a what? You see a yellow banana and then you see a green banana. The green bananas aren't ripe yet. That's somebody coming in this truth that's not fully immersed and ready to be ready to be meat for the Father, man. See, just like this. Look at this cherry. This cherry is coming up. It's like a Strickland, and this is a full red, ready to go cherry. It's transformed. It's not. Why do you think the Most High has it to where fruits change colors? Fruits technically transform into ripeness. So what do you? That's why the Lord said, "Become a new man." Put on that new man. That's what the Lord is looking for. That ripe man. Look at it like that. Instead of saying new man, the Lord is looking for a ripe man, a man that is ripe and ready. And you can't make yourself ripe. You have to. It comes in season. It comes in time, man. Okay. That's a beautiful way to look at it. You can't even be hurt about that. Because you're technically not ready yet, man. You're technically not ready to be eaten of yet. And be partaken in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shine, the fullness of it, man. See? So that's what the thing with the process. We're at the time now where the Lord is watering because the fruit is here. So we're in the time close to that harvest. Okay. This went a different direction, but hey, we're gonna go in the spirit. So now let's go ahead and jump into some precepts. And we're gonna close on out. But it's there, man. The time we had the earth is getting ready to sit still. Why? Because the harvest is here. The harvest is close, man. And you see the fruit. We're just sitting here waiting for the Lord to come and pluck us when we're ready. He knows when we're ready. He is the ultimate gardener, man. He said he's a husband. What is a husband? Is a planter, man. All right. This is Psalms 4 and verse 1. And it says, "Hear me when I call, O power." It says, "O power of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayers." That's what you see taking place now. The Lord is saying that he's heard us, man. What did he tell Moses to tell the children of Israel? He said, "I've heard their cries." So what is the apostles coming at? They're coming in the stead of Moses. And they're telling you that the Heavenly Father has heard your cries, man. He's seen your hardships. He's seen your slavery, your hardcore bondage. Just like he said that, because who put us in Egypt? The Most High did, man. The Most High set the famine up. The patriarchs had to go to Egypt. It was already set up in the prophecy. It says, I shall call my son out of Egypt. See? And it says, verse 2, O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? What is that? This truth, man. That's namely this truth, starting with the truth, because you got men that are taking and misusing this truth. And then you have Esau that's turning the world and the things that the Lord created therein into shame, man. How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing, Salah? But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself, the harvest. This is the Israel of the Most High, man. The Lord has set apart his piece. This is his chunk. So that's what holy is. The Lord has set apart a people for himself. That's why you can't join nobody to this, because the Lord hasn't set them apart. He knows what he wants. He knows what his favorite, just like you know your favorite food. What do you think if you as a carnal man can have a favorite food and you can't, nobody can fool you with it? Somebody can't set down spaghetti and you want casserole. You're gonna say, man, that's not the food I want. That's not my favorite food. Oh, but it looks like it. No, it's spaghetti. I like casserole. That's what the Lord is telling the world. I like Israel. Israel is my chosen. These are my people. These are my chosen. These are the ones that I enjoy. These are ones that I want to, the sweet savor that I want to smell. That's why it says the prayers of the saints, man. So what is the world talking about that? Oh, love everybody. No, let's read it one more time. It says, but know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself, and the Lord will hear when I call unto him. So this is a sign of the Lord saying he's heard us, man. And he's setting up a standard. He said a what? A book of remembrance. There, I gotta pull it. I gotta pull it. Hold on, Jake. Hold on, Jake. Bear with me. We going places. Hold on. Uh Here we go. Here we go. This is Galatians 6 and 16. This is Galatians 6 and 16, and it says, and when I went, it says, and as many as walk according to this rule, peace be unto them and mercy, and upon the Israel of God. See? So there's an Israel of God, and there's the Israelites. There's a separation, even in the separation, man. Okay? So these are the times you got to see if you're making yourself an Israel of the Most High. See? It says Jewish believers there, but they throwing that in. You know, they gotta you gotta get it in, man. And it says, let's go to verse 3. It says, but know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself, and the Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. See, this is the time that also in the lesson you got to stand still, man. You got to watch what the Lord is getting ready to do. He's not worrying about us and what the what our power is. You can't do nothing to Esau, man. You understand this man has air superiority. He has weapons that was given to him by a heavenly power, man. You cannot see Esau. Don't even try to do that. No, that's why the Lord said, I got it. I set him up. I'm going to take him down. You just need to stand in awe. What does stand in awe mean? Because the apostle went into it. We're in the time where the cross is going to, the heavy part of the cross is getting ready to be lifted, man. That's why the Lord said, in the time of trouble, you shall have Mary. You shall have abundance. The Lord ain't lying in that. So if we get to the times of hardness, guess what? The Lord gonna start coming through more and more and more and putting a stamp on this truth, man. So we in the time to worry, we in the time to stand in awe. We ain't the time to be scared and spooked. No, you're supposed to stand in awe. The word there is ragas, wagaz, wagaz, and it says tremble, quake, rage, queer, be agitated, be excited. See, you ain't. This is the time in the spirit you should be in. Hey, Khan, let me get this. This GMS keep running. This is Second Ezra 5 and verse 25. It says, "And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river." That's right. "And of all the builded cities, thou hast hollowed Zion unto thyself." So that's saying that who's the one that he wants? Who is his buku? Who is this ace buku? And it's funny that everybody can have independence in this world, this carnal world. They can be their own person. Even especially now, you got this movement to be who you are and find yourself. But the Lord can't have his own personality and his own favoritism. He can't. That's unheard of, man. This world is about preciseness, and the Lord is precise with what He loves, man. It says, "Be perturbed, to quake, to be disquieted, to be excited." So we're supposed to be excited. Let's read it again with that understanding. See, this is the time. These are the instructions were written. So stand in excitement and sin not. Read it again. Stand in excitement and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed. That means you got to think upon this, Jake. Every moment you get up is call Allah, Yahbashim Yahushai, Lord. What you gonna do today, Lord? How you gonna shine today, Lord? What you need to put the Lord said what? Give him no rest till he make Jerusalem a praise on the earth. You have an open door to literally, the Lord said, come and bug me, man. Let's pull it up, man. I'm reading this in the spirit, man. We going through this lesson together. Call unto him, man. Yahushua gave a sacrifice for you to be able to call unto him, man. And you don't want to pick the phone up, you know? That was a sacrifice for us to have this connection to him, you know? This is the book of Isaiah 6 and 62 and 7. And it says what? Give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So how you gonna give him no rest if you're not calling on him and sort of bugging him, man? That's why I go back to this. This is one of my other favorite scriptures. My other favorite scripture. What does it say? This is one of mine. Hopefully it'll come up. There it is. Yup. Yup. Look. Luke. Let's look over Luke 18 and 1. Watch this. This is because this should show you what the Lord is saying, how you should be approaching this situation. It should not be, oh, let me just wait. The Lord will come when He comes. We see in the truth. We trying. This is Luke 1 and verse 8. This is Luke 18 and 1. And He spake a parable unto them to this end, that a man ought always pray and not to faint. See, you always to be praying. You always to be reaching out. You always to be thinking. Wadi Abashim now shall waking me up. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. You are always to pray. Don't ever think you to stop, man. And it says, saying, there was a city, there was in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded men. So this is a story of somebody that, this is a judge that don't give a damn, man. Pretty much was doing his own thing. It says, and there was a widow in that city, and the widow is symbolic of what? Israel. That widow is Israel. That's that widow, that downtrodden widow. And she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversaries. See? Because what is it, the adversaries? The nations that have done these things to us. See? And says he would not. See? He would not for a while. For a while. Just like our plight has been for hundreds of years and seemed like nothing's happening. But afterwards he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her. See? What's the word troubleth? Let's see what the word troubleth is, man. The word there is pararikio. It's pararikio. And it says to do what? To reach forth, offer, show, afford, supply, to be the author of, to cause one to have, give, bring, cause someone either favorable or unfavorable to of occasion, to offer, show, to present oneself. How do you present yourself? Prayer. Going into the mentality of an Israelite in these times, man. calling on your power. That's how you present yourself. So what is it saying? It says trouble, present yourself. That's what trouble it means, to present yourself. But you read it with that, you'll be like, man, how am I gonna trouble the Lord? No, you gotta present yourself constantly. Hey, pray, ask, and Lord help. It says, and I will avenge her, lest by her continually coming she weary me. So the continually coming is what it's saying here. That's the point of this parable. Constantly. Because look what it says. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust saith. He said, you heard what that judge said? That's what the point of the parable. The Lord was saying, did you hear the point I was giving you? What did the judge say? Now let's go back up and see what the judge said. The judge said what? Yet because this widow, this Israel, symbolic of Israel, I will avenge her, lest by her continually coming she weary me. Constant, hey, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. The Lord ain't nothing wrong with that. If you coming in righteousness and you doing it right, man, the Lord ain't got no, he want to hear from you. Just like your son. If you got your carnal son on the earth and you love your son, that's why parents want to see their children. Why do you think children want to see their kids? You know what I'm saying? Or their parents. You just have that worry of you know what I'm saying? You sometimes miss your son. When your kids get of age, they don't want to come around as much as they do. You want to hear from them, man. Parents enjoy hearing from their children randomly. Hey, mom, hey, dad, how you doing? Just calling, just seeing how you doing. You know, I know it's been a little bit, just checking on you. Parents like that. Why? I mean, as much as parents might grow up and be, oh yeah, I don't want to hear, but when your kids grow older, that connection you still want, man. You still fed them and nurtured them, man. This is the same thing with the Lord. He nurtured and looked over us, man. And we don't even want to call on him. That's why it says Israel is not called on me, man. They haven't even looked to me anymore. Like I'm not even here, man. Man. And it says, the Lord saith, hear what the unjust judge said. And it says, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, the Israel of the Most High, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, it says, nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. So that's your mentality, man. You got to constantly go on this. Why? Because this is the only, the Lord hears it. He's hearing it. He's feeling it. He's making moves for it. He's setting it up. It's our requests are being answered, man, and we seeing the fruits of it. The world knows. You had Kendrick Lamar talking about he an Israelite. Come on, man. This truth is out here, man. Where dudes want to be like us, man. Dudes want to go into knowledge. Nick Cannon, deep knowledge with a head wrap. So they checked him. This is Psalm 62 and verse 5. My soul waited only upon Yahweh. It says, my soul waited only upon Yahweh, for my expectation is from him. So that's what the mentality you should have, is expecting that good is coming. Don't expect anything else. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. See? So we ain't gonna we're not in the time of, oh yeah, we spooked. No, it's gonna be established, man. Big things are coming, big things. We got the Passover coming up. You know, we got the unleavened, the feast of unleavened bread. It always gets hectic around this time, man. Every year, and it's set to be another exciting year, man. I'm gonna pull a couple more precepts up, and we're gonna close out. Hopefully, this thing ain't trying to freeze on me. There we go. This is Zechariah 2 and verse 13. Let's go down. Zechariah 2 and verse 13. It says, be silent, all flesh, before the Lord, for he is raised up out of his holy habitation. See? Understand this, man. The Lord's coming, man. This is not no playing. He said he's coming out of his holy habitation. You know, that's the third heavens. If you want to go into it, the heaven on high, man. That's the Lord's throne. And this is the book of Psalms. Let's get this real quick. This is Psalms 46 and verse 10. This is Psalms 46, and let's go down to verse 10. It says, be still and not know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathens, and I will be exalted in the earth. How's he going to exalt if he's not going to do it? So we're in a time where he's going to set his foot. He said he's coming out of his habitation. He said he's going to plead with them there for his heritage's sake, for his people's sake. And that's you. And he's going to send his son. All right, this is verse 11. The Lord of hosts is with us, and the power of Jacob is our refuge. Salah. So, hey, that's the time we at now, man. He's with us. That's why this truth is growing. This truth is growing, man. It's at an all-time high, and it's only getting bigger, man. So Lord, when I'm gonna leave it there, Lord willing, this is edifying lesson. I just wanted to bring a couple points out and just and say we in the time of being still. Being still is trusting and knowing that He's gonna come through, man, and present yourself constantly prayer, man. You can't pray enough. It says seek Him 10 times more. So if you ain't seeking Him 10 times, you gotta hey keep going. If you seek Him 10, to seek Him another 10. But it says eat enough honey that is sufficient for you. Know there's balance in this truth, man. Know there's balance. There's times where you go hard, and there's times where you relax, man. You get your mind eased off. You could, like I always say, you go into nature. I'm that nature man. I'm not afraid of it. I hold my lot. I will hold on to what. But I love nature, man, and I go out into it. And throughout the years, I've been trying to make it a point to do that, man. You know, yeah, Khan. Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Yashab Rakatah, Bashim Kakadash. Keep running, my man. Hey, so Lord willing to say the final lesson, I'm gonna leave it there and hey, go into it, man. But there's a time where we're gonna be still and watch him work, man. The Lord, hey, just like Jake worked. You see Jake on the basketball court, you see Jake in the zone, man. You see when he's either dancing, you see Jake rapping when he starts putting words together, and he's in the zone. You feeling him like, oh shit, he's in the zone, or he's putting up a triple double. That's Jake getting in their zone. Now, where you think we got that from, man? We got that from the zone, and he's finna. He wanna work. Like I said, he wanna work too, man. Just like Jake. Jake dad. You see your son out there. You be like, hold on, son, hold on, boy. Let me show you how to do it. Let me, that's the time I feel. That's how I feel like the Heavenly Father's really getting ready to show us how He work, man. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing. It says stand in awe. It says it, man. Stand in awe. We're supposed to look and be like, oh shit. You be like, oh, he's bad to the bone, man. He's gonna come for us, man. And I can't tell you how it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna be a good one. So I'm gonna leave it there, man. Call for law Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash, and I say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash. Until the next time, I say Shalom and keep faith, man. Call for law.